Hey team, so I wanted to make this video because I wanted to show you how incredibly simple my power hour is. You don't need to overthink it. You don't need to do anything else other than what is on this sheet. And if you're making an excuse that you can't do what's on this sheet or it's too much or you're overthinking it, then that's totally on you. But it's really this simple, and this is what gives me the Success Club points that I have, is just doing this sheet every day over and over and over again, and then duplicating it to my coaches. So I sent this to you guys. It's this daily power hour sheet, and I'm going to go through it really quick. So the first thing that I do is go into my coach online office and I check any news that's going on, any orders. I want to let you know that Beachbody is they're double checking every order for fraud, and sometimes they're rejecting orders without customers even knowing it. So you really need to stay on top of your coach online office. And if you have any problems, you need to call Coach Relations right away. Number 2, your challenge group check-in. So that means checking in with your challengers every single day. Go into your Facebook group, go into your app, and check in with your clients. 3, reply to comments and likes. So you may not know this, but Facebook has a analytics process in which it organizes how people see their newsfeed from what is important. And let's say you post something and people start interacting and liking it and commenting on it. The more that you comment back to people and have a conversation in that thread on a post that you make, the more important that Facebook tells Facebook and your friend's newsfeed that that post is relevant and popular. So you want to make sure that any post that you're posting during the day, that you're going back and looking to see if anybody has commented on that post, and commenting back to them is really, really important. And as well, if I post something that's fitness related and people start liking it, I will show you how I go about talking to those people and inviting them to a challenge group. So I'm going to share my screen with you. So if you go into your profile and you scroll down, so for example, I'm doing a giveaway this month for my people that decide to join a challenge group. So I did a post about it. And I directed people over to my like page. That's probably why there's not a ton of likes here. But I would go through here, and if somebody isn't a coach already, I would go ahead and message them and say, hey, Melissa, I saw that you liked my post about my giveaway. Are you open to hearing more about my next challenge? And that's how you can interact with people. Next thing, number 4, 10 minutes of liking and commenting. So you would go to your newsfeed and you would scroll down and you would start to look at anything that kind of pops out to you and is maybe relevant to your life, and comment and like on it. So like there's Elaine who looks like she's having a lot of fun. Anything I try to look for is for people who are not a coach in some way, shape, or form, and I can, interact with them in some way. Number 5, hey girl messages. So in the Power Hour folder that I sent you that has all of this stuff in it, I showed you exactly how to print out your Facebook friends list. And whenever you print it out, let me pause this share, and I'm going to pull up what the report looks like. This is what your report will look like whenever you finish populating your friends list. And what I do is every day I will go to that list. Let me find it really fast. Here's my list, and I will start going down this list and sending a message that says something like, like, hey, Brittany, I know it's been forever since we last talked, but one of your posts popped up in my timeline, and I thought I would say hello. Your photo is gorgeous. I love your hair. How have things been? So I say we haven't talked in a while, and then I compliment them in some way, shape, or form, and I just ask them how they're doing. That is a hey girl message. And in your Power Hour sheet, you'll see right down here, there is a spot for your Hey Girl messages. Next, encouraging value messages. So what this is to me is if they're, somebody while you're scrolling your timeline that looks like they need some encouragement in some way, shape, or form, I just send them a compliment, something that's maybe relatable to their life that I can just make their day a little bit better. Your team page check-in, make sure that you're checking our coach page, and you're also checking the group message because I update you guys a lot in there. Interacting in interest groups. So I'm going to show you my 2 interest groups, and there are instructions on how to create an interest group, so I'm not going to explain that here. But here are my 2 interest groups. These are people who from the month of June have told me no, and I want to track what they're doing. So on this sheet, which is again in that folder, I write down who in the month of June told me no so that I can follow up with them, and through this interest group, I can interact with them on a daily basis so they know that I am there. Next thing, recognize a coach or challenger. I think this is really important. If you see a coach on our team who's doing something amazing, they make a post that really inspires you, take 2 seconds out of your day to go into our coach page or that group message and give them a little shout out. And if you have a challenger that's doing amazing, make sure that you go to their Facebook page and give them a shout out. Let them know that you see them, that they matter, and that they're doing a really amazing job. Next, training check-in. So if you're a part of Coach Basics or anything like that, making sure that you're going into your training group and you are checking in and doing your assignment. Next, zero out all of your messages. So this is what I do every single day. I go into my messages, I scroll all the way to the bottom, and I start at the bottom and I work my way up and I follow up with everybody. And when that's done, and I respond to all my messages, I can cross off that I zeroed out all of my messages. Next, is your calendar up to date? That's self-explanatory. It also gives you a spot on here for your daily to-do list to mark off that you've done your Shakeology, workout, your personal development, and your H2O goal. There's a spot on here for writing down who your new friends are, anybody that you need to follow up with, and anybody that you send Hey Girl invites or Hey Girl messages to or invites. And again, these sheets are in that folder that I sent. But I write down who every single month who tells me no. See, I get no's. You should be getting a lot of no's because that means you're doing something right. And then who my new friends are, so I know to follow up with them and continue to build relationships with them. And last but not least, I keep a sheet for anybody that I friend request. And they accept my friend request, I write down their names. So again, I know to follow up with them and to continue to build that relationship. That's all I do. Sometimes my power hour doesn't even take me an hour. Sometimes I do 2 power hours a day. Sometimes I do 3. But that is how incredibly simple this business is. That's all you have to do every single day consistently is fill out this awesome sheet. This is it. It's in that folder. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. But really, truly, if you are serious about building this business, there's absolutely zero excuse because it's all laid out here for you. You know exactly what to do, and it's super, super simple. Simple leads to success.